high E in there as well, but that's okay for now. But the high E is muted for me at all times because that third finger's kind of touching it. I'm not trying to touch it. I'm not trying to touch it. It's just that, you know, your fingers are fatter than you think if you want. And with a little vibrato, that note's just automatically dead because whenever you do this, right here's the open E ring. As soon as I do this, what happens? So as soon as I move it at all, it's dead. So now if I go back to the rake, with some vibrato, nice, very good. Right, so right now, in all these octaves, or in any octave that we play on, only do these licks and these ideas, because we'll get deeper and deeper as we go. The next thing that I like to do is the shotgun. The shotgun is a great technique, and that's all it is. It's noise. So do this. It's just a hand going up and down the street, but I'm barely touching it. I'm not pressing. You get this. Hear that? Sound. Yep. And I'm kind of doing that while I'm letting the notes breathe. Here we go. So whenever you start doing the shotgun, it's just kind of like between phrases. But mess around with it very slowly. You kind of going like. So you don't have to do much to make it sound very effective. Now the last technique for today, when it comes to the how instead of the what, is what you see me doing here, and that's the pick scratch. You do it pretty effectively with some chord stuff. You're just now doing it with lead stuff too. You're basically just muting the string. Yep. And even the lighter you touch, the less notes you'll get. But you're over a harmonic too, so you're. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You start muting it pretty well. Then I'll tell you to try to play a harmonic, you won't be able to do it, you know. That's just how it always is. So now what you're going to do is this, you're going to throw in between anything. So if I start soloing, I might go shotgun. Simple, you would go like. Then maybe a ring. But everything I'm doing is in time, right? That's rule number one. Just tap your foot. Don't think about what the timing is. Don't think I'm playing 8 notes or 16th notes. Just kind of feel it. And play less. See, that sounds good. Another note to bend, I don't want to, keep you from it. If you go up to the fifth degree has a really cool note that you could bend to. What's the next note in the pattern after the fifth is the if you needed to know the names of the notes relative to the root. This is the flat 7 again, right? Don't worry, you'll see it on the video anyway. Now, you could bend this note to that note by bending it up to here, which is a third higher, a minor third higher. So you're going to bend it up a step and a half, all 3 fingers. You're just going to go higher than you normally would. Yep, you use your ear. Too high. Pretty good, though. A little higher. And here's how you check yourself. Play that note. Now go back to this note and bend it. Right. Now, where would that note be again? Let's go to this next octave. Flat third. Perfect fourth, which is the whole step, half step, bend, and or slide. Step and a half is step and a half, so it's like it's pretty high up. Higher, there, there it is. And then come back down. I usually go like this. Blues note. Then the flat third, and then the adjunct bend. Right. So now we have the whole and half step bend, which is the fourth. Right? In any octave. Now we have the step and a half bend, which is the fifth to the flat 7, which in any octave. Now the last one we have is the root bend. This one can also be bent a step and a half. If we're playing this note here, 12th fret. Nice harmony though. So now if we go here, we can bend this a step and a half. What's the next note in our pattern? If this is the root, this is the... Remember the name of that note relative to the root? Sorry, it's on the video. Root, flat third. It's always there. What's that? Third is always after the root. Yep, in the minor pentatonic. And now, if we're going to bend to that now, we can take this note and bend it up to here. A step and a half. So a step and a half bend. This one will always come back to the root. Maybe the flat 7 too. Now, theoretically, you could bend any note to any note, right? So even the flat 7 to the root, you could bend it up a whole step and be on a root, and that's totally legal. But what I'm saying is, in digestible portions, the best way to see that is how I've described it today. We don't bend with any other finger other than our third finger, and the blues note's always in the same spot. So now, ready? Now you're going to do it in real time. I'm going to tell you what to do. Let's start with the root right here. Now let's go to the flat third. That's the root. Oh, also, in this area, you can do these 2 notes with the flat third. So we're getting the flat third and the fifth together in this area. It works nice. And then that's the root. So only in this single octave pentatonic can you do that. Good. So now you're going to go to the, you're going to walk up the scale like this. Blues note. Nope, no shift. Yep. Back to the root, flat third if you want. Good, now let's do some rolls. Let's tap your foot, you know, force yourself, because I'll play everything kind of really slow, so you don't have to worry about it being exact. Now let's go right to the bendable note. The bendable note right now is the fourth to the fifth. You can start your whole solo off on that, right? You don't have to start from the root. Now with this one, let's bend it and the pinky. The flat 7, it happens to be right there. In this visualization, it's right under here, right underneath. bend. Forward to the fifth, picking. And then back to the, what's it, double stop. Who knows? Let's do the roll. Good. Now let's do our fingering shift as an exercise. 3, third finger, first finger, third finger, same string, then second finger slide. Yep. Then flat set with the first finger, root. Now let's go backwards. 2, and then third finger, wrong note, but slide. Yep. And then back down to your flat third, and then to your root. Same thing, but an octave higher and doing the exact same licks that we talked about today. So now, to put it all together, remember there's what you can do with each individual note, playing just the root with or without vibrato, but with, hopefully. The flat third has the attitude bend. It's even less than that. Just always seems to sound the same. You have the opportunity to do it as a double stop here as well. You're adding the fifth. Same note. Then you're into the perfect fourth, which will have the half step and whole step slides, or bends. That was a combination of the two. The fingering shift gets you out of that area into this octave, and the same things are repeated here. We could bend the fifth. That was a step and a half bend. And the root was a step and a half bend. But they're definitely different lick ideas in there. All right, so what I'll do is I'll burn a copy of this for you and then give it to you maybe even today. All right? Gotta hit stop.